Hi everybody and welcome back to Nellie and Ruth Designs. I'm a little behind on my index card challenge. If you've been following along, it's a challenge that was on Facebook, and they're 4x6, at least I have them 4x6 index cards. And was a 6-week project. So I am on week 5. I fell a little behind with some personal matters. So the index card that I'm going to create today is called Rainbow. I have Rainbow yet to do, and the last one is Doodles. So I wanted to do the Rainbow one today and get that up and try to get these completed. So yeah, if you're new to my channel, I'd love to have you stick around. I do a little bit of everything. Collage challenges, junk journaling, a lot of fun stuff. So I'd love to have you join in on the fun. So I had to think about this because I really wasn't sure. I didn't want to do a typical rainbow and all that. So I pulled out my Stampers Anonymous. This is a Tim Holtz collection, and I didn't realize I have all these beautiful little whimsical birds from another pack, but that's okay. Maybe I got these. It'd be pretty sad if I bought these just to get this this stencil, but I want to use this today, and I'm going to use this for all of the rainbow colors. And I just thought it would be a fun little, get these little hairs out of here. A fun little whimsical card today. So what I want to do first, I tried to pull everything out that I have. And my good friend Liz over at Buttons for Brains, I'm still learning constantly from her. And she does amazing work. So if you don't follow Liz, I highly recommend to go right over to her YouTube channel. I was going to say huge tube. She doesn't have a huge tube. YouTube channel, Buttons for Brains, and subscribe because I think she's just a master at what she does, and I learn from her all the time. So this is a technique that she does quite often, and I've never tried before. So I wanted to see how it would be on my index paper. I will tell you that this is watercolor. Watercolor paper because I am going to be using my watercolors and the inks. I wasn't sure how the index card that I usually use would take, and I didn't want it to get real ripply. So I substituted it out. I've just cut it down for, can you hear the birds? I have my windows open. It's a beautiful day here, and oh my goodness, they are just singing, and oh, it's just a glorious day. So you might be able to, if I shut up, you might be able to hear them. Can you hear her? She's right outside my window. So I want to get the background done here first. I have no idea how this is going to come out. It's all new to me. So I picked some colors here that I thought might be fun. The first one I used was the Weathered Wood. It's your Ranger ink, and it has a nice, I really like this. It has a nice blue tone to it. This one here is Dusty Concord for your Concord grapes. So I just thought, listen to her. She is just singing up a storm. I have my little messy mat out here. And I think in between, I think this will dry quickly. I don't think I really have to get my little dryer out. But again, I wanted to use the, I have a few. This one I'm going to use brushed corduroy. I want to have just kind of like a nice fun background. And then I'm going to use the brighter colors for the rainbow. And I have wild honey. So this is brushed corduroy and wild honey. And I just love all of these new, they're not new techniques, but they're new to me, that I've just never done before. So this is, I'm going to just put this down here a little bit. And that's what makes all of these videos, you know, you can subscribe to a lot of different people. You know, you have your favorites. I have a couple favorites. And, you know, the more you watch, the more you learn. So sometimes it just makes it nice to poke around and always go into someone's description box too on their YouTube channel, because you'll also find, this is the wild honey, you'll also find a lot of information that they put on in their description box. Like I was watching Tanya over at Tatty Treasures, and I really like everything Tanya does as well, and she does a lot of nature things. And I ordered some paper that she is just finishing up a beautiful project. It's graphic 45 woodland animals. So I really want to work with those papers. And I went into her description today when I was watching one of her videos, and I saw where she had mentioned someone else. So I had never heard of this gal, and I went over to her channel, and the things I can learn from her are amazing. So don't be afraid to poke around and just see what's out there. And you don't have to, I mean, everyone would love to have you subscribe. I have a lot of people that come to my channel and they'll watch, they leave a comment, but they don't subscribe. That's fine. You know, it's just wonderful to see what other people do and their techniques and how they approach something. So yes, be sure to visit a lot of channels out there. So this is going to be my background, and I really like it. I will ink the edge, and you know what? I think on this one, usually I use my browns, but I'm going to use my weathered wood to ink around the side here. And that's that blue. I have brown on here. So I don't always change out my little sponges here. Sometimes I do. And again, sometimes I don't. If I wanted a really clean blue color, I would have changed it out. But this, I just kind of want it to be a little darker accent around the side. So it's between the brown and the green. It gives it a little grungy look. So we have that there. So this I will set aside over here. Okay, so now this is my idea. I just love these little birds. I think they are hysterical. So I think I'm going to use this one because this one is looking up. And I thought I would make some balloons. Have some fun with some rainbow balloons. So we've got our little guy right here. Putting him on. And I'm using my VersaFine on this one. So in case I want to add some watercolor to him, which I probably will. think he's good. And we're going to put him, I hope I don't have too much ink on. We will see. Let that sit a minute. There we go. Isn't he cute? I think he is so cute. And I'll probably add a little bit of watercolor to him afterwards. So we have him looking up. And you know me, I always have to try to create a little story here. So I thought it would be fun if I made a bouquet of balloons up in this area. Now, the thing I'm not sure about is I'm going to add my watercolors here. So I think, and we're going to start here with our rainbow colors. I don't want to leave a color out. And I keep thinking about that song when you were in kindergarten, you know, red and orange, green and blue. But this one is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple. Let's see here. Yeah, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple. Oh, and this one has pink. I never had pink. That might be an extension. So I'm going to use, and I'm not sure how it's going to come out, how it's going to work out, but I am going to use my watercolors inside these stencils here. And then I'm going to try to make balloons out of them. So I kind of really have to hold them down kind of well, don't I? Okay, there's red. Yeah, I think they'll be just fine. Red, and then we have orange. And these balloons are going to be all different sizes. We'll put the orange up in here. This looks like a true orange over here. There's orange, red, orange, yellow, and I'm going to do this just touching. Let's see, we're going to use this a little bit brighter. No, I think I'm going to go with I have my paints over here. I didn't want them to be so into and I do like this, the way the background is poking through a little bit. I think that's a really cool look. Okay. Orange, green. I'm going to go for a nice green. Let's do this green. I think this is a true green. So we are going to do, I'm going to put the green up over around here. And again, I'm just trying to have these balloons come around, maybe overlap. Okay, green, blue. And then we're going to put a nice big blue one right there in the, looks like a true blue. really like seeing everyone else's interpretation of these prompts as well. And again, I can really never stick to the norm. Purple. It's a nice purple. And I'm going to put this one here. Purple. I have no idea what I'm going to do for the doodle one. Purple. And I don't know. I think I'm going to add. I don't know. I'm not going to add pink because I didn't grow up with 2, 4, 6. I didn't grow up with pink in the rainbow when I was taught. So, okay, so here we have our balloons, and then I need to take and make, I think what I'm going to do is outline these, and then I need to make that little tiny, you know what I'm talking about, where it pinches together after you blow it up. And it's, again, it's just going to be whimsical, and that's why I'm not really, it doesn't have to be a really straight line. That's kind of where it's pinched together. And then this one we'll put right here because we have to attach the, okay, so there are our balloons. And then I'm almost tempted not to put strings on them. And then he's just going to wonder, like, how the heck am I going to get those balloons? But I think I am going to attach a string. But what I'm going to do, because I want to see how it's going to look, so I'm going to show you something. Let's see. Do I have? Oh, I'm looking for a little piece of vellum. And I've got one right here, so just bear with me. All right. I knew I had a little piece of vellum. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm not quite sure how I want to connect these balloons, so I'm going to take this piece of vellum and put it right over this. And then I'm going to take a pencil and I'm going to draw and see how it's, because the last thing I want to do, because Miss Perfect here, I don't want to redo the whole thing. And no, I'm not perfect, but I just think that everything has to be just so. The last thing I want to do is take this marker and make my balloon lines and then mess it up. So I'm going to take this and I want to make it look like the strings are hanging down from here. So there's those strings, and then we have to have them coming up. And this one will come down through here. And this one will come down through here. And then this one will come down through here. So I think that's good. So what I will do is I'm going to, and see, we have it there. So I'm happy with that. So I'm just going to use this as like a little template so I can kind of follow it, and and then I'll go over it with the black marker. So this one will come down like this. And then we have the green one, because we have our green here coming down. There's that one. And then we have this one. Now remember, they all kind of clump together because he's holding them this way. And we have the yellow. Okay. And then maybe I won't have the strings hanging down. Maybe I won't have the strings hanging down. So now I can go over this with my black marker. All right. And I'm going to try something else too, because I think these need to have a little bit of I feel like they need a little dimension, just a little something. Gives them a little dimension there. Okay, so there's the rainbow. And then here I've also brought out some little clouds. And if I have some little ones that I thought I could add to the mix here, that I can just cut off. This one I think is a little too, I could cut that off. A little too, I have to see if it's, these are so, I gotta get these off. They just stick to my mat. These are so white. Let's get those right off of there. They're so white. Maybe what I could do is do the same thing with these. Well, let's see here. I don't want them to look like a storm cloud either. I may not even add the, I think it's too much if I add these. So I think maybe if I can just do something very simple, because who doesn't love a rainbow? I have the XOXO. But hello friend would be cute, because hello friend, that might be really cute too. All right, I'm just going to go check my other wording. I might be able to find another cute saying, and I'll be right back. So I found a really cute stamp. It's by Red Lead, and I really like their stamps. And I just thought this would just kind of complete my little story here. So I found this, Dear You, Trust Your Wings. So I think that would be perfect for this, because if, you know, I have this sweet little guy here, and maybe he thinks he can't fly, and he's counting on the balloons to raise him up and float around over the treetops and all of that good stuff. So he really, really needs to trust his wings, that he can do it. He's capable of doing it, and he should not be afraid to at least try. So now this is the big moment. Where do I put this? So I don't want to really take anything away from him, and I want to concentrate on the balloons and the message up here. So I'm going to put this right here. There. Dear you, trust your wings and not, I should say, and not the balloons. So I really think that came out adorable. I think that's cute. And I'm just going to give this little guy, I want to give him a little something something. I want to see what color. Maybe I like the yellow. Maybe we could just touch him up with just a little bit of canary yellow. And then he will be done. And maybe we can just touch him up just a little bit here. Just to have him, isn't he cute? Just to have him stand out a little bit there. There. I think that came out really cute. So let's let that dry a minute, and then by the time that dries, we're going to set him right here. I'm going to find a page in my book to add him to it. I think that's kind of cute there with the trees behind him. I can put him right over there like that. So we're going to get our my little page, my little photo holders. Oh, I'm so happy that I tried the technique that I've seen Liz do. Thank you, my dear. You bring out the best in me. I guess I just have to trust my wings, right? To just trust my wings and fly into it. All right, so let's here. We're gonna. Oh, I think he's so cute. And again, the reason, I don't know if you heard me before. Let me get my glue going here. It's all gummed up. The reason I use these photo slips here, the photo corners, is so if down the road I want to put one of these in my junk journal and use the back for journaling, I can just slip this out. I don't want to tape these down to the page, because then I wouldn't be able to use them and they would be ripped and torn, and I don't want that. And then I can just slip it out. So that is number 5 in the altered index card from Scrimping Mommy over at Facebook. And I just think it came out really cute. So if you like this video, I'd love to have you give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel and you like what you see, I'd love to have you subscribe. And please leave a comment. I love when I get comments from everyone because I love chit-chatting back and forth with y'all. So thank you, everybody, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.